Welcome on in, everybody. Tobin here with you, and thanks for checking out the channel. Hope you're doing well there. If you guys could subscribe, that'd be great. Also, Tobin and Leroy, now on the FM dial, FM 104.3 WQAM. The new handle to watch us, if you guys haven't subscribed to that yet, I put it in the description, but it is 104.3 WQAM. There you go. It's right there for you. Been feeling very international. Been feeling very much like a basketball ambassador lately for Heat Nation. I am taking my viewing habits all over the place. Last night, I watched Jamaica versus Costa Rica, and boy howdy, Norman Powell. Whew! I mean, he was giving Costa Rica that work, dude. That was, because the first one, I was like, he's kind of like letting everybody else do their thing, it seems like. He kind of felt like he was laying back in the weeds a little bit. I don't know if somebody had a talk with Norman Powell on Team Jamaica and was like, hey, dude, you're Norman Powell. You are supposed to be leading us here. But that dude was an absolute monster in the game against Costa Rica. 34 points in an overtime win to help lead them. And, I mean, dude was getting to the rim like D. Wade in the 06 finals. 16 free throws for Norman Powell. I think he was 11 to 16. Could even put a little bit more polish on that performance. But he himself was very, very impressive in that win. 34 points in their 80 to 76 overtime win. And you saw a little bit of everything from that beautiful shot that he had to that just determination, getting to the rim. And it was kind of cool to see those powers all unfold for Miami, or for Jamaica, excuse me, and what they could for Miami next to Tyler Hero this season, and giving Miami a little bit more burst, a little bit more scoring punch, a little bit more of an offensive arsenal than they've had in the past, and especially with the way that last year ended. So I really thought that was an encouraging thing. Pelle Larsson, we haven't really gotten to see any of the games. Sweden is playing a bunch of exhibitions against Poland. There were some videos that came out of him driving strong to the rim. He had a really nice dunk in traffic. He was Sweden's leading scorer today, but I believe that kind of petered out in the second half of that game, and they ended up falling to Poland. The day before, the word was that he put up 32 points. And, I mean, his summer just continues to be really, really impressive, Pelle Larsson. This guy is just an absolute demon getting to the rim. And, while maybe it didn't go that great for Sweden in today's matchup, he got off to a very hot start for them, much like Jović did the other night. And there just wasn't much in the second half of that game for Sweden. But mind you, this guy is definitely one of the main engines and main hubs for that. And that is going to be super beneficial for Pelle Larsson, who, look, is going to come back here and be fitting into some kind of a role. The season will dictate what ends up being what it is for him. But you think about Summer League and you think about the Sweden team, where he is going to be the 1 or 2 option on that club. Very, very impressive, as it is for Nico, where he's not going to be the one option. That's very obviously going to be Nikola Jović. And I think that's where Spo's challenge to Nico is going to be an interesting one, because you do have a lot of veterans. The one thing that should be noted, though, is, and I don't know if this is going to be a case as the games go on, but, this is not a coach who seems to like to play the young. So the fact that he has leaned on Nico as much as he has over these last couple of years, I think should say something, Coach Pesic, because I don't believe Nico Topic played any in the last game. And mind you, he's also a baby. But I think that kind of shows them. Now, maybe something will change as the series goes on. I'm just saying that was what was noticeable in this past game, the first one that was televised on a website I don't even know what the hell I subscribed to yesterday. I hope it was a safe one to give my information to. But the other one that was a little bit like, and this one took me a little bit, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the most excited about this player on the Miami Heat, but perhaps I spoke too soon, because I didn't realize that we had Italian Kawhi Leonard and Simone Fontecchio. This dude, I mean, he was moving smooth for Team Italy, who gave Latvia the business in their game. He led them in scoring with 21 points. and just put on a great performance in their 91-75 win as they get ready for Eurobasket. And it is, I think the thing that is interesting is, yes, the Heat do have a lot of international players. There's not a lot of scrubs. There's not a lot of guys who are just going and they're just like, hey, I'm here to set screens. You know, a lot of these guys are being looked upon to give their team some real punch. And I'm very excited to see what that formula is going to mean for Miami. But I think bar none, the one that looked, even though it was against Costa Rica, I realize, I know that this is not the creme de la creme that Norman Powell is going up against. But still, you've seen a lot of his capabilities of what he is, like what a force he can be driving to the basket. Fontecchio, I mean, like just making the crisp passes, his shooting was for the little pristine for his team. And I'm looking forward to getting more, actual games of being able to watch Pelle Larsson, what he's able to do. This was also another note for our domestic players who are sticking around a little bit, although there was a little Russian in the mix of this. But it looks like this past weekend that we got a workout at a local track, it looked like, with Kel'el Ware, Keshad Johnson, and Vladislav Goldin. Looks like they were all heading to the track, getting some work in. So, mind you, some of the Heat young teammates working out with one another while you have a lot of these guys out on their international missions and getting things done. Kel'el Ware working out with his teammates. Keshad Johnson's also shown up at the Miami Pro League. I don't know if Kel'el, you got to figure it. I think, isn't UD the commish of that? You got to feel like he's going to be getting the invite for that. I actually think that would be kind of cool because there's a lot of centers. Look, I understand the Miami Pro League's a lot of it's a lot of flashy dunks. There's not a lot of defense, but there's a lot of good centers that show up to those guys, to those leagues. You think about Hassan Whiteside, Andre Drummond, I believe, has spent some time there. I actually think that could be kind of beneficial to Kel'el Ware to see where he's at. And, again, it's not usually, it's not maybe going to be the most post moves you've ever seen in your life, but it's not nothing. It's not nothing. And you think about a little bit of work that he could get done getting into this season. That could be something that the Heat franchise might find beneficial in something like this. But I also need to find myself some kind of a theme. Like, I don't know what like the premier drink is for each of these teams, but I feel like I might need to like sit by the Team Italy games for Fontecchio, and I need to like have some nice, I don't know, like some Italian wine or something like that. I'll maybe watch this with like a goblet and feel, some type of way, maybe with Team Jamaica. I'll throw down some red stripes. I don't know what the drink of Serbia is. Is it vodka? That seems like very presumptive on my part. I don't want to do that. Sweden, I don't know what the go-to drink there is. Let me just throw this in. What is the most popular alcoholic drink in Sweden? Sweden's most popular drink is beer, specifically lager. It is also known for spirits like Absolut Vodka. Absolut Vodka is Swedish? They do spell it straight. Wow, how about that? Man, I am a dummy. Absolut Vodka is Swedish, huh? Well, there you go. I'm going to take myself. I'm going to take a trip to myself. Sounding like Conor McGregor over here. All right, so I got some Absolut Vodka for Sweden. All right, let's see if we could play some more of this game. I like this game. What is the most popular in Jamaica? Jamaica? Huh? Jamaican rum. Jamaican rum is really good. I don't know what the go-to one is. But, all right, go Jamaican rum with that, and also synonymous with red stripe, according to 5thingstodrinkinjamaica.com. Just kidding. That was foodandwine.com. But it is an article of 5 things that are popular to drink in Jamaica. All right, so I'm going to go with ginger beer, rum. Rum's like Ray and Nephew. Jamaican grapefruit soda. Sea cat punch. The hell is a sea cat? Sea cat is Jamaican slang for octopus. The punch is made with a milky white liquid produced by boiling octopus, plus white rum, rum cream, peanuts, molasses. This can't be a real drink. Look, I'm going to tell you something right now, dude. I'm not drinking Sea Cat Punch during the Team Jamaica games. I'm sorry. All right, it's too complex, And also, it's called Sea Cat rum or Sea Cat punch. I mean, it sounds like something that the Panthers should serve at their arena. All right. And then what do I go with Serbia? All right. In Serbia, it's called Rokia. What the hell is that? Huh. Drinking out of a flask. It is made of plum, apricot, and pear. All right. I think I might be out on that one. And Slivovka, plum brandy. The Serbs love plums, huh? I can feel it down in my plums. Tell you who's got some huge plums. You guessed it. Jović, dude. That's who. Beer is also very popular. Who knew it? The Jokic brothers. They're out there drinking plum drinks. And then Italy. It's got to be wine. You got to think. Prosecco. Okay. Boom. I think I could make this happen for my watch parties. I think I'm going to go. It's going to be like Epcot in Tobin studio when I watch these international games. Very festive. Very festive.